Hello, my name is Molly Sharp, and I'm excited and honored to have been asked by the American Viola Society to be the artist in residence for January and February of this year. So I'm a violist and a collaborative entrepreneur. My main gig is principal violist in the Richmond Symphony in Richmond, Virginia, and I've been in the orchestra for about 30 years. I also teach, and I'm adjunct faculty at Virginia Commonwealth University, and I was the violist for the Oberon String Quartet for about 22 years, and we had a residency at a private school in Richmond. I'm also a music publisher and entrepreneur, and I created a business called Vlatuti, which is resources for violists that elevate teaching, learning, and performing through the joy of collaboration. I focus a lot on viola duets, especially for educational purposes, but I'll be talking more about this later in the month. I'm also a co-founder of a group called the Bracha Bunch that I co-founded with violist William Hinkey and Lindsay Genetic, and our mission is to connect adult violists of all playing levels through online and in-person learning, field trips, master classes, and other inspiring experiences. Last season we had a series of 3 field trips, and I'm really proud of the one on dendrochronology and how it's used to authenticate musical instruments. It's really interesting, and our presenter was amazing. So I hope you will check that out for some good, interesting, nerdy fun. When I'm not playing the viola, you will probably find me cooking. I'm particularly obsessed with cooking over fire right now, so more about that later as well. I was asked to answer the question, what do you love about playing the viola? And I will say that I started on viola when I was 10. I could not wait to sign up for our strings program in my public school, so I went to the teacher and asked for a violin. And she said, "Oh, we're out of violins, but how about a viola?" I said, "Sure." And the universe knew exactly what it was doing, because I am not a violinist. I am such a violist at heart. So I love the range. I love the sound of the viola, the range. I think Rimsky-Korsakov wrote in his orchestration book that a composer should not write for the viola above the A, above the open string. And I couldn't agree more. So I like that range. And also, I take my inspiration from Esther Williams, who was a swimmer who kind of elevated synchronized swimming in the 40s and 50s. And she was told, "I don't need you to swim fast, I need you to swim pretty." And that's how I feel about playing the viola. I don't need to play fast, I just like to play pretty. So range, playing slow, beautiful sound. I love the viola. And I find violas to be also very community oriented. So I appreciate that as well. I also have to say that I love the role of the viola. So I love the way in an orchestra, I love how my part lives inside the other parts, and exploring that, and just being an inner voice to me is very satisfying. I love being in the middle of the orchestra and just being surrounded by the sound. So I just love the role as well. I was also asked what advice I might have for aspiring violists, and I would say try to play with musicians who are better than you as much as possible, because I found that's how you really level up, is being around that, hearing it, playing with them. So don't go where you're the big fish all the time. Be the small fish in a big pond and level up, and then you'll be a big fish someday. I would also say, in terms of your playing, record yourself. It's very efficient. You can hear immediately what's going on. So that's another way just to improve your playing, and also your focus as you're practicing. So you can't record yourself too much, and you probably can't practice slowly enough. So practice slowly, record yourself. And then in terms of some general things, I would say learn about you are a small business as a freelancer. So you need some chops. You need to know about how to promote yourself, how to network, how to do basic video editing, maybe a little bit of website editing. So just learn some basic skills. Also finances, learn about finances, because you're going to be your own accountant. So you're the CEO, CFO, everything of your own small business. So that is my advice to you, and good luck. So I hope you'll stay tuned for the next 2 months. I'm going to have some nerdy stuff for you, some free stuff for you, some open source projects to talk about, some important information that I want to kind of start a conversation around. And hopefully this will be fun and entertaining, and I hope you'll watch. Thank you so much.